Shout out to the content creator for this one. So we're gonna look at Larry Bird's rookie year, and it says that how Larry Bird took over the NBA in his 1979 1980 rookie year. I'm guessing it's a documentary. So shout out to the content creator for this one.
He had been chosen by the legendary Boston Celtics to be the savior of their proud tradition.
Everything is starting to fall into place. I hope you all realize this. We got Larry, one or two little moves, and we're ready to go.
Having finished in last place the season before, the Celtics were hoping that this 22-year-old basketball wonder boy from the cornfields of Indiana could somehow begin the resurrection of their fallen dynasty.
Bird arrives for his first training camp. And at that time, the city was in desperate straits, but for anything that would give them hope.
I'm gonna be honest. You were a Boston fan at the time, and hardcore Boston fan. Now, get in the comment section. Let me know, how did you guys feel? Those that know Red Auerbach. Honestly, how did you feel when you guys seen that Larry Bird were coming to you guys, the Boston Celtics?
So for Larry Bird, the responsibility he carried on his shoulders was immense.
I think I can handle it. I know since this is such a sport-minded town and that's where I fit in, sports is my life, I think I can fit in quite.
I'd hope. What does that mean?
Well, it's very hard to say because there's a lot of great white players around, and I just hope that I can just fit in as well as some of them that has fit in.
The NBA is banking on the Bird investment to pay off where it counts, in the stands.
Straight out of central casting, we have Larry Bird.
Let's hope he can help.
We're matched up against each other. 15 feet away. Bam. Next shot. Bam. I'm how close I was at that point.
Only thing I can remember about all that was these guys are not good.
That was my racist point of,
For Bird to make that comment. Oh gosh, man. It don't matter how harsh it is. The truth hurts. Those guys are not good. Number one. Number two, he's a certified hooper. He's a certified hooper. Look at how he's playing.
Who I was, white players, black players.
Max would always say, I've been in the parks, I've seen what's happening in New York, I even seen the Rucker. So not the way he can shoot it, not the way he passes, not the way he anticipates. We just had not seen it. And Larry didn't let any of that.
People already are starting to compare you to some of the all-time greats, in the pro game. Do you think this is fair?
No, not really. I play a whole different game. I try to just do the things that I have to do to win, and I know it takes just more in scoring, so I don't care who they compare me with, I'm still Larry Bird.
Bird foul line, back, quick pass to Archibald, gets a little daylight, the shot is good. Three, it goes to Bird, a drive, lays it off the next ball is good. John Levy bringing the ball up. Starts the drive, goes underneath, lays it up and misses. Rebound by Cheney. Quickly goes over to Archibald down the lane. Nate splits the defense, lays it up, and taken away by Moses Malone. Quickly over to Dunleavy. Cheney gets back. Dunleavy behind his back to Barry, lays it in left-handed. Quickly on the right, Archibald gets it over to Maxwell. Maxwell drives and lays it in. 92-82, Boston leading by 10. 10:41 left to go in the ball game. All right, underneath now, alley-oop goes to Malone, and he lays it in.
Damn.
To do more than even they could have imagined.
Shake loose to Larry Bird.
Oh, nice pass.
Ford, a three-point shot. Bird, a rebound, and a basket.
Second chance and an and one.
For the offensive board that time. Celtics have got 3 seconds. Two. Bird, a runner. It's good! Yes, indeed. 28 seconds. Bird.
Ooh, touch pass.
Ahead to Henderson, to Bird on the cut.
Let's go.
Leading the Celtics to the largest single-season turnaround in NBA history, Bird would capture Rookie of the Year honors and revitalize both the franchise and its fans.
Nice.
When
The
Larry Bird arrived at
Boston God.
he found himself in basketball's holiest cathedral at a time when its fortunes had never been lower and its expectations had never been higher. But to outward appearances, this gangly country boy seemed ill-equipped to fulfill his role as savior.
Look at the physicality in this, like, probably 10 to 15 second. Look at the closeness as they're playing.
Had never been higher. But to outward appearances, this gangly country boy seemed ill-equipped to fulfill his role as savior.
He couldn't jump, he couldn't defend.
I think one was lead.
But as Boston would soon find, Bird's talents could not be measured by appearances alone.
He couldn't do on a basketball floor. And, you know, when you have that kind of confidence, there's nothing that you can't do.
I ever saw.
With an inexhaustible resourcefulness, Bird would display a unique.
Okay, I know I paused right there, and just in the middle of everything going on. They're saying that he can't jump, he can't run. How is he getting these rebounds? How is he able to get these steals and these blocks? How is he able to affect the game, make people look stupid, get offensive rebounds, etc., etc.? How? That's crazy.
You can't do.
I ever saw.
With an inexhaustible resourcefulness,
go back up.
Bird
2.
would display a unique mastery of the game. It would quickly convince his skeptics.
Second chance points.
It's just an uncanny sense.
There was nothing smooth about Larry. New Englanders like that. They're hardworking people.
We hadn't seen anything like this. What he could do with the ball. Here's a guy, if he wanted to score 30 a night, he could average 30.
Collins going against Bird. Behind the back to Tony.
Unselfishness.
But how do we do as a team?
Larry Bird. Bird, beautiful pass to Ford.
They always talk about the extra pass, the extra pass. They made them. You talk about people making guys better. He inspired guys to play better.
Damn, the pass and unselfishness.
The Celtics went from 29 wins to 61, which was the largest single-season turnaround ever. And Larry, not Magic, easily won Rookie of the Year.
10-0 lead. The Nets were in it only as it started with the center tip. Dave Cowens got the first bucket. After the first quarter, it was 32-11. Enough. Now it's time to bird watch. Larry Bird, the herald of the Celtic rookie, scored 18 last night on 8 of 17. 2 of 2 from the line. He got 7 rebounds and handed out 6 assists, all in 31 minutes. Red Auerbach is the man who drafted Bird when he was a junior, and I asked Red if Bird's been everything he expected.
Well, that and more. Of course, the greatest thing is our coaching setup is such that they're very strong, and he fits in real good because he wants to be coached and he wants to learn.
Right.
Believe it or not, he's the first one to practice every day.
Good.
And usually the last one to get out of there. So he has a super attitude.
All right, I'd like to ask you about it.
That's leadership right there. If your star player is the first one there and the last one to leave, do we get that nowadays in the modern basketball? Do we get that type of leadership? Because I'm seeing things are different. Coaching style is different because I'm thinking about how Red Auerbach coached this team, and I'm thinking about nowadays, right? We got the NBA Finals going on right now. I tune in here and there to see what's going on. Upon this recording, it's the Spurs, and we got the New York Knicks. Can we say that team basketball is back? I don't know. Comment down below. But honestly, we got Red Auerbach coaching style. Back then, more team-oriented. The drills that I was seeing that was being done, very good. Every player on the team felt important. You get me, to the last guy on the bench. But nowadays, coaching is different. is looked upon differently. Star players are some star players are leading by example. Others are disappearing when it matters the most. When the moment matters the most, they're doing what they want to do. You know, acting like divas. But we got these type of leadership here. The guys that were in the 80s and the 90s, right? Acting like true leaders. But nowadays, may I say more anymore?
Quote that was in Sports Illustrated a few weeks ago, and that you understand why people don't like to watch pro basketball. You wouldn't either, because it's not exciting. Now that you've been in the league for 3 weeks or so, you hold to that statement?
Well, at first I did, but, you know, I watch the NBA games and I watch on TV this and that, and, you know, I wouldn't come out and watch the NBA game because people said it wasn't exciting. And now that I'm in it, you know, the players make it exciting. The players, if you got a good passing team, and that's all people want to see is good passing teams. And, you know, everybody can score in this league. Now they're showing for excitement to get it back in by the pass, and the pass is coming back.
Has pro basketball been just about what you thought it would be?
Well, some things, I don't know, you know, it's a good life, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing, but, you know, it's a hard road, and right now we're winning, and it's great right now, but if we start losing, I'm sure things will change, but hopefully we won't lose now.
Right now, Boston is 7-2, just 1 game behind Philadelphia in the Atlantic Division, and Larry Bird is the big reason for the Boston turnaround. Last year, the Celtics were last in the Atlantic with a 29-53 record. Never before had a Boston team lost that many games.
Let's not skip the fact that, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, he just mentioned that they're 7-2 behind the 76ers, right? Imagine the prior year you were 29, you had 29 wins. The following year you had 61. But then the beginning of the new year that you have Larry Bird, that you're 7-2 starting the year. Come on now. And then he's a rookie, right? I've said this, I'm going to say it again. There's certain rookies that they come in, they make an impact, like Larry Bird, like others. And then there's rookies that weren't polished enough. Maybe it's the, you know, not learning the fundamentals growing up or whatever it is, different aspects. But it takes them time to learn the NBA. Like Larry Bird said, he said it one time. He was like, "Hey, man, this what did he say? This is nothing to him, or this league is nothing, or something along those lines, the context." But there's certain rookies that it takes some time to gel and to make an impact on the organization, or we'll use the term that they were a bust. And there's guys like Larry Bird that would develop properly, and he has the love for the game. You could just see it. And he made a great impact coming into the league.
Chris Ford drives the middle, gets bottled up, gets it to Bird. Cross-court pass to Maxwell is good. And how does Bird see those guys?
Hey, they certainly move the ball well as Boston Ball Club. They look for one another out there.
And that 10-point lead is quickly cut to 6. Where the Celtics keep coming back in this one. Here's an outside shot by Cartwright, and Maxwell to trigger the play at the baseline. I think we had a camera knocked off its dolly there. Number 23, Jeff Houston, is in for Richardson. Sugar getting a blow. He has raced up and down this court.
He's getting a bit out of control the last couple of times down the floor. They want to slow him down a little bit.
Ooh, damn.
Dave Cowan,
clean 3.
173 Knicks. Larry Bird to the middle, floating one-hander.
Goaltending.
By Cartwright.
What? That was a goaltending? What?
Dave Cowan's fired.
Hold on, maybe I'm wrong.
Knicks. Larry Bird to the middle, floating one-hander.
Oh, okay. Okay, 50-50. 50-50 for me. But it wasn't going down, so that's why I'm like, it's a clean block. I thought it was a goaltending.
The shot is on the way up or is it on the way down?
But he got away with it. Celtics get the ball back as it went out of bounds. Here's Archibald. 3 on the timer, 2 on the timer, 1 on the timer. Buzzer sounds. Bird
Hit the rim.
and
Hit the rim.
Good.
And he got the second chance.
Like
wow.
That? He just beat the buzzer. Beat the buzzer on his first attempt, and the follow-up went in. It's a 3-point game, 84-81. Shake move by
Oh, look at the defense. Oh, this one clip should be enough to know that he plays defense. And it's not like, oh, occasional defense. Like one play, you're going to play defense. The next play on the defensive side, you're going to take your foot off the gas pedal. No, I like this one. Let's play it again.
Beat the buzzer on his first attempt, and the follow-up went in.
Nice block.
3-point game, 84-81. Shake move by
Look at that.
Williams. Blocked and stolen by Bird. He took it right away from him. Archibald firing it across to Ford. Ford wanted Maxwell. He was covered.
Come on, get in position.
Archibald down to Bird. Drops the ball. Picks it back up.
Got it back. Pass it. Ooh.
Broken up by Copeland, but tapped back to Bird. 6 on the timer, and here's a whistle, and we've got steps.
Oh, they got him.
Blocked in midair by Richardson. Shoveled it up to Sugar. Scored, and he's fouled. That may be the play of the night.
Those are the type of plays that coaches will actually bench you. You got the player, the turnover happened, and now the offensive take a step back. Those are the type of plays that a coach could put you on the bench for fouling like that for a 3-point play, as Bird did. Man.
It looks like a big play in this ball game.
Knicks. 3 minutes to play. Archibald, daylight, dips it off.
Damn, Tiny Archibald's fast.
Maxwell dishing off to Bird. Jump shot good. The heat is on. It's 107-103 Knicks. And nobody is leaving the Garden. 2:12 to go. Richardson dishing off to Toby Knight. The shot good. Toby on screen, move to the middle. They have the switch, feed down. Judkins open shot, short of the mark. Toby Knight tips it over to Copeland. Out to Richardson. Sugar racing up front. Feed it off to Williams. Open shot. Good.
Damn.
Big shot by Ray
Damn.
Williams, and he's got 35 points. 113-107. Timeout, Boston. And that's a mighty big shot by Ray Williams.
Their historic first meeting awaited. And at the LA Forum, both spectacular rookies were primed for the challenge. As Bird's uncanny shot-making ability was countered by Johnson's dazzling floor leadership.
Damn.
Round 1 went to Magic. And this breathtaking show marked the inception of a decade of classic NBA showdowns.
This game meant a lot to everybody, not just me and Magic probably, but you know, this is the first shot they had all year, and they wanted to look good in front of the crowd, and they did. So, you know, we're just looking for a rematch now.
Later that season, Johnson would travel to the unfamiliar confines of Boston Garden
Uh-oh.
and enter Bird.
Uh-oh.
I'm very excited about the big crowd and about being here in Boston for my first time.
Okay, I'm pretty sure, guys, get in the comment section. Let me know. All right. So when this happened, right, that first matchup, Lakers, Celtics, give me your thoughts on that game. Now we're gonna watch the second game of the season where they played each other, but now Magic is going to Boston to play Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics.
A big game, a lot of enthusiasm throughout the crowd, and I just hope the best team wins today.
Though Bird would go on to become Rookie of the Year, the game and eventually the title would belong to Magic's Lakers.
We go head to head, and we go for blood almost. You know, it's just, we're so competitive, and I just turned a good game, and I just smile a little bit.
I'm pretty sure this is when the NBA viewership went up, right? Let me know. I'm pretty sure this is when the viewership went up. Those that really know basketball, they was looking at Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. They was like, hey, this looked like something special. This is this is gonna change the '80s, right? Hey, let me know down in the comments. Sheesh. Wow.
Forward to lose. Here's Larry Bird. Nice move.
That's right. It was a beautiful pass from Archibald.
Bird, that'll be, nope, that's a two-pointer. Archibald directing things. Bingo Smith having a tough time with Maxwell inside three-pointer. Larry Bird hitting a three-pointer. And Bird battling. Look at him.
Offensive rebound and one. Let's go.
Maxwell were in there. Two great offensive rebounders.
Here's Bird. Boy, he looked tough there. It's been the story.
He played quite a bit at first. Larry Bird makes a beautiful steal.
Defense.
Boy, Bird is really playing a game here, and his first half of play was 17 points. Bird having an outstanding afternoon. He looks like he could be headed for one of his biggest days of the year, 19 thus far. Bird comes away with it. Up to Carr. Bird
got the offensive rebound and put back.
Score a lot of points. Bird with that great second effort going to the offensive boards. He passes the ball, he rebounds, he does it all.
San Diego trying to break a 5-game losing streak, and Bird's on the move. Left-handed. Roby comes out of the pack, and they're all jumbled up there. Bird hustling down. Larry Bird, great effort. Look at that.
Nice.
Roby then will be called for fouling as he tries to reach over Sidney West. Here's Bird bringing it down, and they
leading the break.
3-on-2. Archibald off to Roby. Bird, very good ball.
Oh, my.
Here's Larry Bird, and he comes back and answers it. Ford to Bird. Bryant couldn't do anything with it.
He gave the fake pass. Both players went with the fake, and he just dropped it through.
And Bird comes away with it. Up inside. Bryant leans in, and Bird comes away with it. Archibald, Bird, he just goes down the middle. Bryant hit it dead center. Bird, and he now has 33 points. People speculate he may leave when Maravich is added to the team. Bird on the move. Larry Bird has already established a career high with a rebound. And here we go. Bird to Bergsten, and that was a good.
Let's go.
Let the guy have it. And a standing ovation here from this Boston Garden crowd. 36 points for Larry Bird.
36 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists.
One is not a lonely number at the Boston Garden. 13 times the Celtics have been champions of the National Basketball Association, but the last time was a long time ago. This season's edition of the Celtics won more than twice as many games as last year's pathetic team, largely because of Larry Bird, the probable Rookie of the Year. A rejuvenated, healthy Nate Archibald, a gifted new coach, Bill Fitch, and down the stretch, Pistol Pete Maravich himself. As the Celtics drove toward a divisional championship, Maravich poured in 31 points against the Indiana Pacers on March 18th. A week later, he came off the bench to score 17 points in the fourth quarter against the Washington Bullets, including a three-pointer from the twilight zone that won the game. The night after that, again in the fourth quarter against the New York Knicks, Maravich took 8 shots and made 6 baskets. The Celtics were not going to be denied their divisional title. And one of the most talented losers in basketball history finally had found. Now he plays for a tiny fraction of his Jazz salary, helping the Celtics clinch their division title in their final home game. And more important, he's wanted.
I knew it was going to be a struggle for me because I was completely turned off to basketball when I came to Boston. Mentally and physically, I was completely out of shape. Mentally, I didn't care whether I played or not. It was through the organizational efforts on the parts of my teammates and the fans in particular that gave me a rejuvenated outlook on the game.
How long can a much-used 31-year-old one-time superstar profit the Celtics and profit from them? Well, we wrote his professional obituary once before. We'll let Pete Maravich answer this time.
I know I could play like this for 5 or 6 or 7 more years with ease, coming off the bench, playing 18 to 20 minutes a game, and I feel like I could contribute a great deal. I've struggled for 10 years to, I don't think, gain respect as a basketball player from my peers, but just gaining the respect from the feeling that can he really play with a winner, because Maravich has always been labeled as a so-called loser. Most important thing is to be able to complete what I feel in my basketball life is a championship. And once I attain that championship, I really, I do not have anything personally to gain from the sport of basketball. I'm not
gonna lie, I'm sorry that I'm cutting in between Pete Maravich speaking, but it's giving similarities to Bill Walton's story, joining the Boston Celtics. Then things started to change around, and I don't know, maybe it's the Celtics pride or something like that, but he just gets like this new jolt of like passion, joy, and he said it. He can play for an extra 5 years. Coming off the bench, playing like 18, 20 minutes per game, and seeing the way he scored, that is crazy. It's giving a little similar story to Bill Walton.
Greedy person. I don't care to have 10 rings. I just want one.
Starting at forward, he leads the NBA in shooting percentage, Richie.
His 6 or 7 foot shot is still working, and there's the Bird. Could be Rookie of the Year and maybe Most Valuable Player.
He's also the leading scorer on the Celtics now, 21.5 points a game. Dave Cowens, who's been back in action for about a month now, and Bob Ryan, the fine writer for the Boston Globe, tells us the last 3 or 4 games he's really come all the way back. Had a great game in the Garden in New York. Archibald starting at guard, and Pete Maravich, who scored 31 the other night in Connecticut. Archibald, as you can tell, has the heavy glasses on because he had a scratched cornea. Maravich is free, reverses it up, and is fouled. So all of a sudden, Maravich got away from his man, backdoored, was under the basket, and was fouled.
You know, I've got to correct myself.
The Celtics and Detroit. Larry Bird gets free, and he puts the shot up 4-3, the Celtics by 1. Collins got inside. Archibald, nice pass to Bird. Boy, do they play the game.
Put that ball up left-handed. 2 hit him. Ron Lee. Watch Lee come into this picture. There he is.
Oh,
Crash.
Right. Long brings Detroit within 1. Archibald gets it back out to 3. Collins, who can hit that shot. 13-8, the Celtics by 5. Pistol Pete now gets it underneath them. Well, he's fouled. Good pass by Maravich.
Watch his feet. Watch Collins' feet and see what happens. There, he's planted pretty well. He starts moving, sets the pick, and he takes it. He got hit low in the abdomen, and down he went. He's more than, I don't think it's anything but a blow to the abdomen, and he's shaking his right knee a little bit, but that might have hit the floor when he went down. Dave is tough. He'll shake it off. They wanted, Bill Fitch wanted some kind of a foul on the offense that time, or rather the defense for charging into
Dave Cowens, but the pick was set legally, and you can't legislate how hard the man comes in. He just got hit in the wrong spot, flexing his right knee, so more damage there.
Beach.
He said that in unison.
The main differences between this year and last year, in addition to Larry, were, of course, the signing of ML Carr, who gives you a sixth-man type of effervescence. He fits in so well to the Boston tradition of being a sixth man. He can play small forward. He comes in, he picks the game up.
Hold on, is this a Bob? Is that Bob Bryant? Hold on, I know voices, but seeing a younger version, I think this is Bob Bryant. Correct me in the comment section.
Can play a little bit of guard, and he's got a great personality, and he relishes this role. He feels like a gunfighter coming in, or a cavalry officer or something. He just loves this whole idea of being plugged into the mystique. Tiny Archibald has made a great comeback. He really is the NBA comeback player of the year, because I would, for one, was willing to drive him to the airport the last day of the season and never see him again. Only Bill Fitch had faith that Tiny could ever play and be a good player in the NBA again. Dave Cowens has got himself back to 85%, say, of his old self, as opposed to the 50% he was last year.
Has Maravich picked up any slack that might have been missing?
Maravich was gotten so he could give them one more perimeter shooter, one more veteran they could rely on for some offense when the tough games come and the playoffs come, and perhaps a player that could run the offense in Tiny's absence. So far, he has not picked up his old ball handling and floor vision, but he has got his shooting, as you can see. He's coming off a 12 for 18 game. He had a strong first quarter, and he's giving him that. He feels he's 50% of his old self, and I have to say that he's probably right, because I have to believe he'll be a better ball handler and passer than he's been so far, but he has given him a lift off the bench scoring, and that is part of what he was asked to do.
Final question. Who is going to win the NBA championship this year, and what will be the two teams in the finals?
If I had to go on
Boston
my
Celtics
at Reno legally, I'd go with Los Angeles. I think that the big guys motivated. They've got a power team, and I'm not sure if Boston is ready yet as a unit to play and win a 7-game series against Los Angeles or even Seattle. I'd favor either of those two over Boston, and I think Boston will get there. I cannot see any Eastern team beating them in a 7-game series.
Well,
I appreciate his honesty. And number one, hey, he's looking sharp. He's looking sharp. Okay. I appreciate the honesty, man. Either the Los Angeles Lakers or Seattle.
That stunning comment, because you really surprised me. I thought you were going to say Boston, but your
I thought so
shines
too.
again. Thank you. This was Richie Powers with Bob Bryant, sending it back to
It
Jim
is
Carvello.
Bob Bryant, a younger Bob Bryant.
Finally gets that down. Hey, Maravich. See what I mean? You find your spot and go to it, and they'll give you the ball.
For the Celtics.
Now they're breaking this press again. And look what they end up with. This is not the way it should be done. There's a great
Oh, ooh.
Tyler. And up and he's having his best rebounding year in the last 5. And they said he was getting old. He may be getting old.
When you're playing half speed, you're trying to slow down and be careful, or I'm going to leave that alone.
Yeah.
Bird with a great flip on the outlet pass, and Carr comes down, and credit Larry Bird. Bill, how important was it for the Celtics to have a winning prediction? When they Dawkins, and Darrell snaps it down and off quickly now to Lyle Hollins. It's 2-on-2, 3-on-2, Bibby off to a marvelous start.
He can get you on the move and do a good job with it.
Bird playing catch with Chris Ford.
Body well.
Quick pass to Mix from Spanarkel. This brings it down. Pull-up shot, just short. Eric Bernstein. Spanarkel slows it up and quickly goes into Dawkins.
Oh. Damn, Dawkins. Animal. Straight beast.
Back to ML.
Oh, nice ball movement.
6 a lead, 49-46. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left in the half, and Henderson comes. Dawkins whips it back to Spanarkel.
Wow.
Dawkins sends it. There's Spanarkel again, coming right down the middle. In some impressive minutes a week ago. Here's Roby. Again.
I got to make this comment. Why is it so satisfying? Why is it so satisfying watching this type of basketball? I'm only the age of 32. This is old school basketball, but it just feels so satisfying to me. I can only imagine how satisfying it is to you guys that witnessed it, watched it, experienced it in the 80s.
Larry denying him the ball. He's coming out, and this time they pick Jones off, and Bird goes to the shot and hits it. Jones comes out with Larry now, and now Jones comes back with him, throws the jumper up, and Larry is the ball, gambles his 5-on-3. Toughness will shoot it up outside. He got the high arch on the shot. Now it's quickly tiny arch a ball to Roby.
Ooh, goaltender.
Here's Roby, and Bobby picks it back up. Here comes Jones. Bibby with tiny. Maneuvers back to Funston.
That was an outstanding defensive play that Jones just did. He popped out.
Damn. Whoa.
Richardson on a move. Taken now by Spinarco. Lead for Richardson, who goes in. Here's Pistol moving inside.
Oh my gosh.
Maravich. And he's right on now. Go. Henderson dishes, hit Maravich with control. They'll need a quick shot here. Another turnover. Celtic film out over and over, and he still thinks he was robbed that day at the Boston Garden. Maravich,
Dude, he's on fire. Clean hook. They get a mad hustle until that ball goes out of bounds. It's still live. The hustle to dive for the ball, whether he gets it or not. You can't teach that. It's either you have it or you don't. All the way.
See, okay, I thought you came down on your straight leg, Larry, because he has to have a place to come down. I did not call the fake. All right, one-shot play. That is on 53. Hits two. All I say is just clean the whole thing up in the middle. You and Rick. I will tell him the same thing. Same thing. I almost ran over your uncle down there. Wasn't that him that tripped me on the baseline?
Hey.
Score. Whoa.
Bro, things are heating up, man. Things are getting tense.
He walking nothing on you.
Best part of his game is rebounding.
Not us to the rebound. He is hungry for the basketball.
Then the next night I go home and say, I think the best part of his game is assists. Then, of course,
There's Bird. Bird.
Scoring.
Scoring.
And
He
just
got
his
it all.
tenacity.
Look at Bird. Holy cow.
Don't see too many instant millionaires crash into the stands.
He can make it 4 and
Whoa, nice.
He fit the mode out of the shoot for the Boston Celtics with something to prove.
There was this osmosis that happened with him. Just like, holy shit, this guy's playing basketball at this level that nobody else is at.
Bird again, and he's doing it all.
But save the NBA. But
give Larry some daylight, and he'll burn you.
That takes a lane dish to Bird. Second quarter, Bird.
Oh, nice.
The player that black guys had to respect because
the Birdman.
What we arguing about now in the hood is.
Good evening, everyone. Game one of this classic confrontation. What a difference a year makes. A return to glory.
I gotta get my hands on that time, man. When 76ers battling the Boston Celtics, man. The underdog story. I want to see. I've heard of it, but seeing it in the flesh, watching the games, the highlights, we're gonna get to that. Man, you made it this far, hit that like button. Those that are new here, subscribe for some more old school basketball content. I see you guys on the next one. Peace.